everyone. We're starting now our first podcast with Jakub from Bratislava. We will speak about, we talk about or discuss different practices in international projects. Jakub will present himself first, so we will take some questions. Hello, Jakub. Thank you for participating. As I understood, you are not so well today. You have fever, or yeah.
Just a little. I had fever last night, but no worries, Jericho. Nice to see you. Nice to talk to you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate. Yes, you can start with introduce yourself and what you do.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm here representing an NGO from Slovakia uh, called Impact Games. So at Impact Games, we're a team of around 15 people devoted to two things. Our core activities go to making educational games. So we do make mobile, tabletop and card games and paper games. We make them according to school curricula, make them fun, and we make them for teachers and students and
Mm,
for parents. Also, wider public is usually interested.
mm,
So we do that. And besides making games, we do have a platform called Gaming Factory. It's a library, curated library of educational games, most of which have been created by us, but around half of them that we have currently on the platform has not been created by us. So we're hosting and
mm,
curating a library of also third-party games that have educational value and can help teachers implement games in schools.
mm.
Why, just one more thing. It's important to ask why. So why we do this? Um, I'm not sure how about you, Željko. I was very bored in school, so like
Mm.
not much fun, not really. My co-founder Veronica was also mostly bored in school. Um, we were pretty bored with educational projects that have been implemented in the past, the traditional workshops, etc. The courses, online courses, webinars, etc. didn't come to us as too interesting. So we try to bring motivational elements into education via games because there is one certainty in the world, and that is that Gen Alpha loves playing games. So why not bring games to
Mm.
schools where the kids are and have to be?
Yeah, sounds fun.
Yeah.
I totally agree with you, and I see the tendency. I see the perspective. I have myself. I have daughter. That she tells same thing. She's 14 by now, and yeah, mostly she answering when I ask her how it's in school. It's boring. But you see interest when you're at schools. People is interested, or both students and teachers. They like to do workshops.
Mm, there is a law. It was created in 1950s or 60s or sometime back then
Mm,
about the adoption of innovations in society, and it talks about the early adopters, then you know and the following people that kind of try new technologies after that. So we're experiencing kind of the same phenomenon with our games. So teachers do like them, but not all teachers like them.
mm,
Many teachers want to use them, but definitely not all teachers want to use them. So we have we have a few percent of people that we meet that are very enthusiastic, that not only want to use our games, but want to, teachers want to create their own games. So we help them actually publish those.
mm,
Um, but then we obviously you have tens of thousands of teachers in Slovakia alone who are not necessarily in favor of games, of video games, and of actually trying to learn something new currently. So we have different feedbacks on what we do.
Mm.
But for now, it's been quite enough. Like we work with 3,000 teachers, with our platform. We use our games and return to us. Um, so it's been enough for us to see the demand, but our method has not been like it's not um, mainstream adopted yet.
No. But it seems like you collected a lot of experience already. So for how many years you've been doing that now?
Yeah, so we've been registered in 2019. And the first year has been very slow, so we've been just putting stuff together, not having much money, not having any money really. So
Mm.
I think we started like really working on something by the end of first year. So we've
Mm.
been around for 4 years, like fully, and growing for now. So
Mm.
that's a positive because I think we have staff and people in our community with whom we can grow still. So yeah,
Mm.
we've been around for 4 or 5 years.
Mm. What about, uh, as I understood, so you collected also some international experience in projects and collaborations. How is those experience? Cultural differences, ethic differences, how do you facing those issues?
Yeah, I mean, international cooperation, especially in Europe, doesn't even feel like international cooperation anymore. I think at least myself, I'm at the point where it doesn't matter if I work with a Norwegian, Serbian, or a Pole or
Mm.
Swede or Finn. So it doesn't really matter to me. English is the working language anyway, so we can
Mm.
communicate with each other. And in terms of, our societies, I don't know, I think we're pretty, yeah, there's not so many, like radical, deep cultural differences between countries and between organizations from different countries that
Mm.
it necessarily feels like cultural exchange anymore. So that has been, to a certain extent, that has been a great experience because we could focus on not necessarily exchanging culture and views and getting to know each other, but we could do the work. We
Mm.
could actually, help each other create games in our case. So
Mm.
it's been quite enriching and quite to the point. Yeah.
Good. One more question, like formal question. How many games you have by today, like you produced?
Yeah. Uh, as for us producing, I don't have the final correct number. It should be around 14, but 11 more should be added this year. We are on a crazy pace of adding new games. Yeah, so around 14 plus the 11 games that we published this year. That's gonna make 25, and we have like 30 more from external partners on the website. So
Mm.
um, it's
Yeah,
growing.
quite good. Um, on your personal level, what gives you personally motivation to continue with that work? I can imagine that it's not easy every day. It's not always easy. It's much work. It's a lot of laws and phones and everything. So on your personal level, you're satisfied, and how you overcome bad days and those stuff.
Yeah. Honestly, our goal is to give schools and to give teachers opportunity, and also the students opportunity to play quality, educational fun game at least once a month, maybe in each subject, but at least once a month in school. It should be, I mean, in this day and age, it should be a part of school curriculum. In Norway, it probably is, but in Slovakia, it's far from it. And what gives me motivation is that we are very far from reaching that goal. Like, this is not happening yet. And I honestly, I do believe that it's just a matter of time. So hopefully, like in the span of next 5 to 10 years, it becomes our time. Our calculations are that this should be working now. So that is what drives us. That is what motivates us. That we have not reached our goals. And I don't think it's only me, but my colleagues too. So um, you know, we're not there yet. So we have to get there. That makes us work.
Good, good. I like and I admire your what should I call it? Deficit of lack of motivation.
Yeah, yeah,
You are motivated.
yeah. It's always next problem to solve. Yeah, we have a lot of problems, but it's
Mm.
fun to try solve them. Yeah.
Uh, how do you see how do you look on combining theater and the games as you have
Yeah.
as at
Well,
least so in the last project?
yeah. Well, our joint project actually opened me up a little to this experiment. And truthfully, I think like even before we started the project with you, with Artepunkt, I thought there is a potential. I wasn't sure where that potential could be, materialized in our way of doing things, in our, let's say, business model, so to say. But um, definitely what I figured out with you, what I experienced with you, is that our games make the players usually, dive into themselves. They are still single player solitary activities. And theater is much more, um, um, opening
Gathering.
the person towards the environment and towards the other people
Mm.
in the room, classmates. Um, and the combination, I think, it's kind of the same thing. You still play a role in the game, digital game, but you can play a role. You can enact a role in the real world. So some higher principle is the same there. I think these could work together. So we usually do workshops after we play our games with students, and I think we'll definitely be trying to incorporate drama workshops as follow-up of our games, so that kids actually have to, enact, whether it is new information, new feelings, emotions, conflicts, whatnot, that they experienced in our games in the drama workshops, let's say. So we definitely want to try to incorporate that into our game packages in the future.
Mm. I must say I agree with you because I saw your workshops now in Bratislava and as well, yeah, small parts in Oslo. So kids are interested. They are together, but they trying to solve problems. It's interesting. They forgot where they are, and they are totally into the game. So I think it's very good. Some games I liked personally, like this with the immune system. I think it's very good game actually. For kids to learn about immune system. as as we know, today it's a lots of viruses and bacteria and pandemic everywhere. So why should not be aware of that?
Yeah.
Very good.
We both have recent experience with that, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh, yes, we go to the last question, Jakub. I want to ask you, actually, Stu, how do you see future collaboration in other countries than Slovakia? Uh, you look bright on that, or yeah, what is your thoughts?
yeah. Well, um, we've been built to expand. Once we have the product ready, so once our library of games is, so to say, valuable enough that we know that it can be successful abroad, we would love to pursue other markets than just Slovakia. Slovakia is a very small market, very conservative market,
Mm,
and to be honest, rather, poor market. So there's not much money for anything really.
mm,
Not, no, not for education. Um, it's just because our economy is where it is.
mm,
So yeah, um, we are looking to hopefully move the product also abroad. The first country that comes to mind is obviously Czech Republic, Czechia,
mm,
because the language barrier is very, very, very small. So translating our games would be very easy and fast and not too expensive. But also, Poland and maybe Germany.
yeah.
Once you get to Spanish-speaking world, there's a large market beyond Spain. Let's say, there's Mexico and other countries
Mm,
in South America. So yeah, slowly but surely we will have to think about strategy of trying to expand, but it doesn't make sense to do that before we have the product ready. So we have to have something that is interesting for the Czechs, but also for the Spaniards and Norwegians. So
mm,
before that, we will just continue trying to build that up rather quietly here in Slovakia, doing international cooperation projects and experimenting.
mm.
And yeah, in 5 to 10 years, hopefully we're also elsewhere.
Good. Good. Sounds good. Sounds good. I hope, really, I hope for more projects with you guys. I think it was very good experience. And last question. Your advice to young professionals or organizations that want to do or same as you or something similar as you from some other countries.
Advice. Hmm. I'm not good at giving advice. Uh, I don't think I have the authority.
No,
So,
I see that
yeah,
you give advice to yourself for 5 years ago.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, i- if you have an idea that you really want to pursue, don't give it up too early.
Mm,
Maybe the right time has not yet come. So you might succeed, but just not don't let it go totally. It may be more or less successful soon. Yeah, yeah, that was my case. So yeah, just
yeah,
don't let it go. Don't let it go too soon. Yeah.
I think you're improving. Actually, that you said because you are still around after 5 years. For very active years, so it's not a short time. It's not short at all. So I think, yeah, it's good advice.
Yeah. Good. Good. Thank you.
Yes. Okay, Jakub. Thank you very much for your time while you are not in good shape. Uh, But you look good. No one will recognize that you're sick. You look very good.
No, it's the AI cameras. It's
Yeah,
awesome. Yeah.
okay, that's
Yeah.
that's possible.
Thank you, Jelko. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I wish you be well as soon as possible and continue with your dream.
Thank you. Same to you. Good luck to Artepunkt.
Have a nice day. Speak
You too.
soon.
Bye.
Bye.